Inspires Foundation presents Youth Empowerment Summit 2024. This year's event is on the theme Inspire Inclusion to support youth participation. Join us on Saturday, August 17, 2024 at the Sanctuary of Wind and Fire AG Auditorium opposite King David Junction, 50 meters off the Kanvali to Naili Road, Tamale. Speakers: Marvin Selassie Akwanyi, student advocate and entrepreneur; Jeremiah Boabeng, CEO, Group Boabeng; Ruth Badu, Senior Manager, API Partnerships, MTN Group FinTech; Georgina Asari Fiagbenu, Senior Manager, Corporate Communications.
The session of this program till now has been about 9 years running. It's supported by Tech, Deles Finance, Boabeng Books, Twillium Industry Company, Glow Event, Twisco, Bell Beverages, Indomie, Bayani. So with a resounding round of applause, let's give it up to them. Also for being very supportive. Please, you can do better. Thank you very much. Partner organizations: Inspire to Act, Swether Ghana, Ghana SRHR Alliance for Youth People, We North, Aseret, I hope I got that right, ASERD Ghana, Power to Youth, Banyani, and of course media partners True TV and Wind and Fire Media. Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
At this point, we want to invite one of our partners from Deluxe Finance, Mr. Michael, to come up with his presentation. Please, let's put our hands together for Mr. Michael as he engages us. You can do better.
All right, Angel Michael, welcome.
Hello. Since I came, this auditorium has been extremely quiet. I don't know what the problem is, but for me, I'm energized for this particular program because it's to inspire us. So please, let's do it one more time for Martha, Inspires Foundation. Oh, please, you can do it better. Please, you can do it better. Thank you. Thank you. So, the media team, can you please help me with my slides? But I have some prizes. So as I present, I expect you to take down some notes because the questions will come from the presentation. Anybody that is able to answer a question will get 100 Ghana cedis. But there's a catch. Because of where I work, which is a financial institution, we encourage savings. So what I'm going to do, especially with this presentation, is that I would give you 50% of the 100 cedis, and then 50 cedis or 50% will be deposited in your account, in your investment account. Now, let me say this. We all do have inspirations, don't we? Or if you like, we all do have needs. How many of us have needs? Good. So let me come down and ask you what your need is. Yes, anybody? Yes, my brother.
I need a textbook to learn.
He needs a textbook. Any other? Yes, this side. No, Biscans, you are my neighbor, so please. You have a need, don't you? So tell me, what's your need?
I need Aquila books too.
Wow. So they all need books. Now, we all do have needs. Now, the needs that we all have begins with planning, begins with saving. Now, if you do not make savings, you will not be able to buy the need that you have. And that is where Dalex Swift comes in. Please, the media team. All right, so whilst we wait for them. So like I said, we all do have a need. I don't have a phone, so I have the need for a phone. How do I get this phone? I can only get this phone if I have money to buy. Now, things sometimes are so tough that we don't have the cash immediately to purchase what we want. But if we are inculcated in us the habit of savings, little by little, we'll be able to buy whatever our need is. And that is where Delex Swift comes in. So, Swift is an investment scheme which enables you make contributions of a target amount. So, like someone said, he has the need to buy an Aquila book. You know how much the Aquila book will cost you. So, Swift is saying that we will enable you do this contribution little by little towards achieving this goal of yours. Now, you can contribute as little as 20 Ghana cedis. Sorry, little is relative. So, but you can contribute as low as 20 Ghana cedis, as and when you will, at the comfort of wherever you are, on your phone. You don't need to walk into a bank or any of our branches to go and deposit. All you need is your mobile phone. Your mobile number or your phone number is your account. It's your account. Now, the question is, how do I register? I'll come to the benefit, but how do I register? We are saying that all you need, just dial *721*100# and you will be able to register. I'm sure we all do have phones here, don't we? Oh, you don't have your phones here. So how would you win my 100 Ghana cedi? Should I take it away? Yes, so you need to register. You need to register so that I can deposit something in the account and give you cash. If you don't register, I cannot give you the cash. All right, so I think I have my slides now. So please, let's go to the next slide. So I already spoke about the need, and this is the need that we all have. You have a need for a phone, you have a need for a car, you have the need for a home. And I'm saying that you can only achieve this need if you begin to inculcate in you, as young as we are, if you begin to inculcate the habit of what? Savings. Savings in Ghana is very, very, very poor. And we want to partner matter to empower you to be able to inculcate the habit of savings. Now, if you don't save and all the income that you get, you spend everything. And let me tell you this, we have parents here. What I do is that when I'm a parent myself, I value coins a lot. If you check in my bag, I have plenty coins. And the reason is that I will not give my son a note. I rather give them the coins, 20 pesos, and I divide it into 10, and I tell them to go and put 10 pesos in a box. And that is what I do, because I want to build in them the habit of savings. So, my time, right? So let me just run up. Please, the next slide. So we must all inculcate in us the habit of what? Savings. Now, what are the benefits of Delex Swift? Please, next slide. Next slide, please. I've already spoken about this. Next slide. Next. Good. Now we are saying that Delex Swift gives you what? Convenience, because we are saying that your phone and your mobile money your mobile number, it's your investment account. You don't need to open. So it gives you what? Convenience. What we are also saying is that it also gives you confidence. If you walk into a supermarket and you don't have money, you are not confident because you can't afford what it is that you need. So Delex Swift will give you the confidence that you need. Please, next slide. I think I have to work with the slides I have here. Now we give you competitive rates. Now your savings account in any of this bank will earn you as little as 5%. There is no bank in Ghana pays a return of more than 5% on your savings account. This is a savings account. Delex is saying that we will give you a return of between 14 to 16% per annum on your investment, which is more than what any bank will give you. Now, why Delex Finance? Now you realize that between 2019 and 2022, there was the banking sector cleanup. Delex Finance were not affected. So our brand on the market is solid. Our CEO is always on the media speaking because we know exactly what it is that we need to do to ensure that we do not go down. And I can assure you that your investment are as secured as anything with Delex Finance. Have you ever heard of Delex, any problem that Delex has encountered on the media? Hello? Yes, that is because we know exactly what we are doing. So what we are assuring you is that we are secured and your money is secured with Delex Finance. I've already spoken to you about the emotional benefit that it gives you. And I said that it gives you what? Confidence. It gives you what? Confidence. Now, what do you need to sign up to Delex Finance? I mentioned that you need your phone number, you need a valid national ID card, preferably the Ghana card. Then you also need some bio data information from you to register you. Now, the short code to register, like I said, on your phone, you can initiate the process by dialing this short code *721*100#. Can we repeat it after me? Yes? Oh, clap for yourselves. Thank you. So, I'd like to ask some few questions, and then I see those. Madam MC, can you please help me? Just some 4 questions, and then we can give.
The half of the money would compensate for my work.
Oh, yes, I am sure about that. But please, you need to register for Delex. We have a registration desk outside there. You don't pay anything to register. So please, you can go out and register. Okay, so my first question is, how much do you need to invest in Delex?
$10. 10 Ghana cedis.
I mentioned it to. I did. I mentioned the amount.
Please, from 20 Ghana cedis and above.
Excellent. 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 So you've won yourself 100 Ghana cedis. Yeah. So please come. So that after I'm done, you can say this. So after I'm done, I can just walk you out and then take your. Yes. Yes. So my next question is, how often do you need to contribute? I spoke about it. How often?
You can contribute daily, monthly, weekly.
Yearly. Oh, excellent. Please, a hand for her. Yes, so please come up. Is that easy, isn't it? Yes. I spoke about the benefits of Swift investment. Please, Give me 4 benefits of Swift. 4. I mentioned all.
Swift is a secure place and money invested in it is secure.
So security, that's 1.
It also boosts customers' confidence.
Confidence, 2.
It is also convenient.
Convenient, yes. The last one. I spoke about it. Should I give you a clue?
It gives at least 5% return when saved.
Oh no. It's not 5%. Yeah, so the next person, please.
Okay, maybe 14 to 15%.
14 to 15%
per annum.
Per annum, very good. What I said was that in relation with the 5%, I said that your regular savings account in any of the banks will earn you maximum 5% per annum. There is no bank that pays more than 5% on your savings account. And this is your savings. And I'm saying that Delex will give you between 14 to 16% per annum. That was what I said. Yes, so my last question. Then I'm done. Okay, so I didn't mention this, but we are students. We should have been researching. I feel like giving 100 Ghana cedis one more time. So the question is, who is the CEO of Delex Finance? I've exhausted the question on Swift.
Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson.
Very, very right. Our CEO is Mr. Joe Jackson. So, please, you join him upstairs for your money. So, on this note, I want to say thank you to all of you. But before I hand the mic to the MC, please, what is the short code to register for Delex Swift again? Hey, you forgot it. Yes. So, let me just say that let's all try as much as we can and inculcate the habit of savings. Do not say that the monies that your parents are giving to you whilst you are in school is too small. I have told you how, in my own small way, I am trying to inculcate in my kids the habit of savings. And I give them coins, right? So if I give them 20 pesos of 10 pesos each, I ask them to drop 10 pesos in a box. And that is how you will inculcate in yourself the habit of saving. So please, our registration desk is out there. Let's go out and register. All right, so please, MC, I'm done. Thank you. So please, those who have won, kindly come.
All right, so many thanks to our rep from Delex Finance. Please, let's give him a resounding round of applause for the very timely presentation. All right. So thanks again, once again, for being a part of this year's Youth Empowerment Summit. All right, so with the theme this year, Inspire Inclusion to support youth participation, and we've got very seasoned, very high-profile personalities to help us in our presentation. So to begin with, we're starting with a very young, vibrant gentleman, Marvin Selassie. Akoyi, I hope I got the name right, a student from the University for Development Studies. He's a student advocate and entrepreneur who has passion for empowering young minds to shine brightly. He is committed to creating positive change and fostering a spirit of entrepreneurship among his peers and a role model for many. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you our first speaker for this August occasion. Please, let's welcome him with a great round of applause. I believe you can do better. It's not easy for a very young chap like this to rise to an occasion like this. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, MC. Good morning to all of us. Oh, we are young people. Oh, good morning to all of us. Let me feel the energy. Good morning. Yeah, that's more like it. How are we all doing? Are we happy to be here? Give yourselves a big round of applause if you're happy. Okay, so like the MC rightly introduced, my name is Marvin Selassie Akwai. I am as young as any of you seated here, and I'm very excited to have this opportunity to share a word of encouragement with all of you. I would like to first begin by thanking the Almighty God for this opportunity. And beyond this, I would like to thank the organizers of this year's Youth Empowerment Summit, the Martha Inspires Foundation, for all the wonderful work they are doing. I think they deserve a big round of applause. Let's clap for them. Then I would also like to acknowledge my guest speakers that would be giving further presentations after I'm done. Hajia, Auntie Gina, Auntie Ruth, Mr. Boabing. They are all very seasoned speakers and they are very great people in their respective fields. So when they come, I believe that they'll have wonderful stuff to share with all of us. All right. So I have 15 minutes, and in 15 minutes, I'll share with you what I've come to share with you in the hopes that we'll leave this place encouraged, we'll leave this place inspired, and we'll leave this place with a desire to do amazing things in our communities, in our schools, and wherever we find ourselves. Are you happy to hear this? Are you happy to hear this? All right. So let's begin. The theme for this year's summit says, inspiring inclusion to support youth participation. Do you know about that? Do you know about that? Inspiring what? I didn't hear that. Inspiring what? Let me hear you say inclusion. One more time, inclusion. So the theme says inspiring inclusion to support what? Youth participation. Okay? So when we talk about inclusion, it can be understood in a number of ways. Are we together? Inclusion can be understood in a number of ways. Now, in the development workspace, if you say inclusion, then we are thinking about how to mainstream issues of gender, how to support persons living with disabilities, etc. It's a very technical term. But like I said, I am one of you, so that is not what we are going to talk about today. The type of inclusion that I'm going to talk to you about today is simply getting ourselves as young people into the spaces that can promote our development. Is that simple enough? Getting ourselves as young people into spaces that can do what? Promote our development. How many of you want to be great? How many of you want to do very well in life? Great. What it means is that we all need enabling environment that can support the kind of dreams that we have. Do you understand? Do you understand? Let me give you an example. One example is this. Now, in some communities, for example, if you're a young person, it becomes very difficult for them to involve you in decision-making processes. True or false? The common narrative is that, oh, this person is a young person, so they don't have anything to bring to the table. But can we talk about young people without involving young people? Oh, let's do this together. Can we talk about young people without involving young people? Exactly. What it means is that anywhere our issues come up, we need to be there as young people because we are the ones that understand our lives. We are the ones that understand the challenges that we face better than any other person. Do you agree? Yes, as a young person, I understand my issues better than any other person. And so, if you want to help me grow and you don't involve me in the process, then it means that you are getting it wrong. And this is the inclusion we are talking about today. We are talking about those in power, those in leadership, giving us the platforms that we need to shine, but involving us in the process. Is that clear enough? Is that clear enough? So, I have a young mentee. She's a friend of mine. Her name is Radia. Now, this mentee of mine, she lives with a condition we call cerebral palsy. Where are my Tamasco people? Tamasco. Let me see your hands up. Is Tamasco here? Oh, they are there. Let's clap for them. Let's clap for them, please. A big round of applause for them. So, this young lady that I'm talking about completed Tamasco. I am not from here, okay? But she completed Tamasco. So some of you might know her. Her name is Radia Nuhu. Now, Radia lives with a condition we call cerebral palsy. Who has heard of it before? Nobody. Oh, you have. Excellent. Can you come forward and tell us what you know about? Oh, let's clap for, yeah. Quickly, please, just a minute. Tell us what you know about cerebral palsy. Oh, he's coming. Let's clap for him. It takes a lot of confidence to do this. Great.
Good morning, colleagues. Please, cerebral palsy is a kind of disease that affects the mental sense of young people who are growing up. And as you are growing up, when this kind of disease catches you, you won't be able to develop more like psychological senses. But people who are lacking in it, they are able to walk through it through braveness, encouragement, and other empowerful programs. Thanks.
Wow. Mohammed looks like he would like to be a doctor when he grows up because he knows so much about the condition. Let's clap for him again. Yes. So, this friend of mine that I'm talking about has this condition. Now, if you heard Mohammed, it means that, in other words, we'll all say she is sick. Do we get it? We'll say she's what? She's sick. Good. Because her mental senses are affected. If you live with cerebral palsy, you cannot walk normally. If you live with cerebral palsy, you cannot talk normally. Now, let me ask you, if you are like my friend, how would you feel if development initiatives are going on in our communities? Do you think you'd be confident enough to be a part of it? You won't, because you feel when I get there, people are going to laugh at me. True or false? In some communities, they might also say that, no, we don't think she has anything to bring to the table, so we will not invite her to be a part of decision-making processes or our youth meetings. You understand what I'm trying to say? But let me shock you. Despite the condition that my friend has, currently as we speak, she is at the University for Development Studies. Can you clap for her even though she's not here? You might ask, but Marvin, where are you going to with this? This is what I'm trying to say. Even though Radia lives with a condition like that, what she does is that anytime discussions are being had about young people, she says, Marvin, I want to be there. Marvin, I want to go there. And do you know why she wants to go there? She wants to go there because she needs people to understand that she is a part of the society. You get it? And so, for example, as she is in school, if the lecturers are giving their lectures, they have to recognize her as a student and attend to her needs. If not, we will leave her out. And by leaving her out, it means that the inclusion we are talking about, we have not achieved it. inclusion means that all of us are a part of the growth process. You understand? So she says that, Marvin, I want to be there. And see, even if she will fall down 5 times to get there, trust me, she will walk, she will fall, she will get up, and she will be there. You understand? So the team says that inspiring inclusion to support youth participation. That is my friend's story that I've shared with you. Now, as young people, the question now becomes, how do we inspire inclusion? How do we tell the elderly people? How do we tell the people in power? How do we tell the leadership that as young people, we have so much to bring to the table? And so when they are thinking about national development narratives, they have to include us. Because if we don't do this, if we don't inspire our own inclusion, we will always be left out. Do you know that in Ghana, to become a president, you have to be about 40 years old? Do you know? Don't you think that a 35-year-old can be president? I'm asking, yes or no? Yes or no? So, is it fair that they are saying to us that we should be 40 before we become president? Exactly. But you see, these are constitutional things. They had good reasons for setting the age at 40. But if as young people we are able to demonstrate good leadership abilities, I am very confident that a time will come they would feel, why wait for 40 to become president? The youth have so much potential and can do so much, so maybe we should make it 35. Do you agree with me? How will that make you feel? Happy? Happy? Yes, you'll be very happy because you know for sure that as a young person, you've been given an opportunity to lead, even though you are not an old person. So my question is, how do we inspire inclusion? Can we say it together? How do we inspire inclusion? I'll give you 2 ways because we have limited time. We'll think about it, and then if you have further questions during the Q&A session, you can ask me. The first way that as young people we can inspire inclusion is to shine our little lights. Can we say it together? Shine our little light. Can we say it together? Shine. One more time. Yes. I believe that as young people, we must begin to shine our little light. And this is where I'll share my own story a little bit with you, okay? So, I grew up in Accra. How many of you have lived in Accra before? Great. So a lot of you know the situation. I lived in Accra before coming to Tamale. And like all of you, when I was in high school, I got out of high school, I started my working life in Accra for 3 years, and then I came to Tamale. When I came to Tamale, I was a new person here. Nobody knew me. Nobody knew me, right? But just like I'm telling you, today I stand in front of all of you. I'm introduced as a guest speaker. I'm speaking to you. You are listening to me. It makes me look like a big man. I'm actually a very young person. How did this happen? How did the Martha Inspires Foundation say that there's a young man somewhere called Marvin, so let us give him the platform to talk to a lot of his friends all around Tamale? Now, this is how it happened. When I came to Tamale, like I said, I did not know anybody, but in my very small ways on my campus, I was doing small things to shine my light. I happened to be a very good teacher, and so at the university, sometimes my friend would say, Marvin, please, can you teach me this? Can you teach me that? I'll do it. Again, my teachers, my friends, they realized that Marvin seems to be a bit confident when he stands in front of people to talk. And so, let us give him bigger opportunities. Now, by shining my little light on my campus, before I realized, one day the SRC president calls me and says, hello, Marvin. We are going to have this presidential aspirant on campus, and we want you to be the MC for the event. Is that big? Is that big? It is. To me, it was very big because, I mean, I don't know anybody. I don't have any big achievements. And the next thing, they want me to host an event with a presidential aspirant coming. How did that happen? It happened because I started shining my little lights in class, out of class, and on my campus. And it caught the attention of the SRC leadership. So what they did was invite me to come and host the event. Are we together? So I go and I host this event, and it does not end there. Do you know what kept happening after that? Now this time around, anytime a high profile person comes to the school to address the students' body, the SRC calls on me again. So whether it's a member of parliament or it's an entrepreneur coming to the school, they say, where is Marvin? Where is Marvin? Marvin, please, can you host this event? Marvin, can you do that? And then I started getting the platforms to meet all these amazing people. Now the question is this. If I had not started shining my little light in my own small ways, do you think that I would have been noticed and I would have been included in platforms like that? That's my question. Do you think that would have been possible? Exactly. So it becomes important that as young people, wherever we find ourselves, we shine what? Our little lights. What do you know how to do? Some of you can sing. Sing for your friends. Some of you can dance. Dance for your friends. You have no idea where that small thing you are doing will take you to tomorrow. And that is how you inspire what? Inclusion. You give people a reason to believe in you. You give people a reason to believe that I have something to offer. Therefore, put me in this space. Put me in that space. Put me in this space. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, that is the first one. So the first one was what? Shine your little light. Let's say it together. Shine. Great. Now, the second point is this. We have to uphold standards of excellence and responsibility. Are we together? Great. Uphold standards of excellence and responsibility. Now, imagine that in all of these things that I'm saying, the SRC leadership that I cited and my teachers, etc., they see me as an irresponsible person. Do you think they would give me an opportunity to shine? Will they? No, they won't. You understand? So, shining your light is not enough. But as you are shining your light, you need to uphold standards of excellence. You understand? You need to uphold standards of what? I didn't hear that. You need to uphold standards of what? And then responsibility. You want to be part of leadership. Then you need to show that you are responsible. Are we together? The moment we shine our little light, the moment we show the leadership that we can be responsible when we are given roles to play, it increases their confidence in us as young people, and then they begin to include us in the trajectories that are meant to support our growth. You understand? I'm trying to say this to you because you and I, we are not so far apart. When the other speakers come, they will speak from their level, but I'm a young person just like you. And so what I'm trying to tell you is at your level. You understand? So, if you leave this place and you go back to school, and you go back to your homes, and you go back to your communities, I need you to remember two things. I need you to remember what? Two things. First of all, shine your little light wherever you find yourself. Whatever you know how to do it very well such that the people around you will notice that you can do this very well. Now, beyond that, then you uphold the standards of excellence and responsibility. So two things. Let's say it and then I wrap up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Hajia just walked in. Can we give her a very big round of applause? Great. I've never met Hajia in person, but I've heard a lot about her in school. So Hajia, on behalf of all of us as young people, you're welcome. All right. So, 2 things I shared with you as young people, how we can inspire inclusion. The first is that I said we should shine our little light, which simply means whatever you are good at as a young person, begin to do it in the small spaces that you find yourself. People are going to notice you, and then they'll give you opportunities to grow. The second thing is this: after shining your little light, you need to uphold standards of excellence and responsibility, because that is what gives everyone around you the confidence that when we give this young person a role to play, they will not disappoint us. Do you understand? So you show what you can do, but you show it responsibly, and beyond responsibility, you show it. Now, this is how I wrap up. Just so you don't feel that I'm some big man from somewhere that has come to tell you things you cannot relate with. Do you know my day job? Do you know my day job? Would you believe it if I tell you that I work as a delivery guy every day? In other words, when I take off this, the next moment I have a helmet over my head, and like I have a lot of goods all around me, and I'm doing deliveries here, there, all over. That is my day job. That is what I do every day as a student. But you would also find a lot of pictures with me with members of parliament, with what you would see me with Mr. Nana Kwame Bediakos. Because of the events I host, I get the chance to meet all these people. When you see those photos, it gives you a big man personality. But the reality is that I'm a young person trying to build life. And all these things have been possible for me because I was shining my little light. People around me saw it, and they began to give me opportunities. And throughout this journey, I'm trying very hard to do it excellently and responsibly as well. So, dear friends, inspiring inclusion to support youth participation, it is not any strange theory or concept to you. Just shine your light, be responsible, and whatever you do, do it excellently. I am very confident that if you do this, doors are going to open to you and amazing things are going to happen to all of us as young people. My name is Marvin, and it's been a delight talking to all of you. Thank you very, very much.
Growing up, it was so difficult finding answers to all the questions that bothered my young mind. As soon as I found my purpose and understood my mandate, I made it a mission to answer as many questions as possible bothering young people. I have mentored, inspired, and helped young people unearth their potentials through the Martha Inspires Foundation. However, I feel it is time to bring the conversation much closer to you. We have you in mind, you the young person. with my team of experts, we bring to you the Reflection Show. A show that focuses on addressing issues young people face, helping them to unearth their potentials, and giving them nothing but the best avenues in helping them solve issues that they may face in their young age. Join me, Martha Inspires, every Thursday and Saturday at 8:30 p.m. on Truth TV, the Reflection Show, restoring hopes.